Welcome to Twisted Tales, where we delve into the darkest corners of crime and justice. Tonight, we uncover the incredible power of forensic science, specifically, how tiny cigarette butts have cracked the coldest cases. These seemingly insignificant pieces of evidence hold a treasure trove of DNA capable of bringing long-awaited justice. Join us as we count down 10 chilling cold cases, each solved by the silent testimony of a cigarette. Our journey begins with Case 10. Patricia Barnes, Seattle, 1995. Patricia, a homeless woman, was found murdered. The case went cold for decades. Then, in 2021, a cigarette butt found at the scene yielded a DNA match, finally identifying her killer. This breakthrough brought long-awaited closure to Patricia's family, a testament to persistent investigation. Case 9. Paul Aikman, Oklahoma, 1985. A brutal murder at a desolate rest stop. Among the few clues were fingerprints and a discarded cigarette butt. Decades later, in 2021, DNA from that but led to a hit, identifying Paul Aikman. Faced with irrefutable evidence, he entered a guilty plea, finally closing the book on this cold case. Case 8. Tanya McKinley, Pensacola, 1985. A New Year's Eve celebration turned tragic. Tonya disappeared after a party, her case baffling investigators for years. In 2020, DNA from a cigarette butt found near the scene provided the crucial link. The suspect was identified, but tragically, he committed suicide before facing justice. Case 7. Roxanne Woods, Oregon, 1987. A quiet suburban home became a crime scene. Roxanne's murder remained unsolved for decades, a shadow hanging over the community. In 2022, advanced DNA testing on a cigarette butt finally provided the match. The suspect was arrested and sentenced, bringing a measure of peace to Roxanne's loved ones. Case 6. Michael Lee, Arizona, 1980. An ironworker's life tragically cut short during a robbery. The crime scene offered few clues, and the case quickly grew cold. In 2018, DNA from that cigarette butt identified two suspects, but though they couldn't be prosecuted, their identification brought a bittersweet resolution to Michael's family. Case 5. Marilyn Hickey, Washington, 1992. A taxi driver's disappearance. Marilyn vanished, leaving behind a cryptic note and a cold trail. In 2006, DNA from a cigarette butt found at her apartment linked to a suspect. The evidence was undeniable, leading to a guilty plea and finally, justice for Marilyn. Case 4. Jerry Ann Jones, North Carolina, 1987. A teenager waiting for a ride, then gone. Her kidnapping shocked the community, and reward posters soon dotted the landscape. In 2005, DNA from a cigarette butt found near the abduction site led to a match. The perpetrator received a life sentence, ensuring he could never harm another. Case 3. Anita Pito, Maine, 1968. A mystery spanning half a century. Her identity was lost, her fate unknown, until preserved evidence from the past spoke volumes. In 2019, DNA from a cigarette butt not only identified Anita, but also her killer. A truly remarkable case, demonstrating the enduring power of forensic science. Case 2. Angie Dodge, Idaho, 1996. A young woman's murder and a wrongful conviction. Christopher Tapp spent years in prison for a crime he didn't commit. The real killer remained free until a discarded cigarette butt changed everything. In 2019, DNA from that butt led to a confession and Tapp's a powerful reminder of the importance of re-examining cold cases with new technology. And finally, Case 1. Sarah Yarborough, Washington, 1991. A promising young life cut short. Sarah's murder near her school left a community in shock and a case unsolved for decades. In 2023, a cigarette butt found at the original crime scene finally provided the long-awaited DNA match. The suspect was arrested, and a guilty verdict brought a powerful sense of closure to Sarah's family and friends. These cases underscore the relentless pursuit of justice and the incredible advancements in forensic science. From a tiny cigarette butt, a complete story of truth can emerge, decades after the crime. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Twisted Tales. If you found this video compelling, please like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories. Your support helps us continue to shed light on the darkness.